Hey, welcome back to another day, another vlog. Tuesday, day 10 of my self-isolation. Haven't left the room in 10 days and yeah, the legs. I think the legs are still the ongoing issue with this at the moment. Other than that, I'm getting work done, so that's always good. I said to someone the other day, I think I'm lucky I've got all this work, all these photos and stuff and videos to do because daytime television sucks. Yeah, so really good to have all this work to do. I've got all the photos done for this week's video, so that's fantastic. Way ahead on that. So I'll start on the video tonight, so that should be all good. Up in Darwin, there's a wicked trip. Me and my brother-in-law Jolie went out to, I think I said yesterday, out to Shady Camp, the mouth of Shady Camp around the coast. Beautiful drive in his new Stabby craft. What a boat, just amazing. Just luxury. I felt very spoiled and honoured to be able to take a trip out there with him in it. And we got to go in the Barra Classic as well. So it's a beautiful boat. Probably the best boat I've had the benefit of being able to take a ride in. So very cool. Got some amazing shots. Finished the shots tonight. Some of the Mini 2 shots just insane. Just sunset with pure glass water. I said yes, I'd only just sort of started looking at them. I had a big session last night. And today finished them off, and there's some absolute gems there for, I guess, ocean photography with sunsets and clouds, and yeah, a bit of a no one within probably 20 miles of us. I think one boat passed us in the afternoon, and then we were by ourselves. We ended up sleeping on the boat that night, so it was pretty crazy. So very cool and a lot of fun doing it, and some beautiful photos. And I've even chucked in some photos of the fish we caught. It's not landscape photography, it's not artistic photography, but it tells the story. It's why we're there. We got to catch some wicked big jewfish, and Jolie caught a couple of really nice threadfin salmon. So very cool. And I guess you give you a bit more of an idea of the territory. It's one of those things I would have loved to be able to do if I was still living there, but obviously I don't. But I want to try and get some more of that sort of out nature fishing and sort of combine that photography as well with that. We'll see a bit more of that with the Barra Classic. I've got that coming up as well to edit, and more stuff from the territory in the next few weeks. So hope you enjoy it. It's looking pretty well. The photos look really good. Let's see how the video and the rest of it goes, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty spot the dog. So very cool. Now, a bit chuffed today. I'm normally once a week as a photographer. I've got a couple of places I put my photos on in the, I guess, essence of trying to make a little bit of money out of it. It's not a big money business, I guess, for me. Definitely not. Viewbug and 2020, I put most of my photos up, and you'll probably, in 2020, you'll get them up earlier because I can post as many. I've been on there for a few years, and I've done pretty well at it. I actually get paid from them, which is just crazy to think I get money from my photos, but I do. So that's pretty cool. But Viewbug's one I've been in probably about the last 12 months, and it's a very competition based. You can win prizes, but you're up against some really good photographers, and it gives you a good idea of, I guess, the level you're at, and if you're getting better, if you start progressing up. I've had, I think, before today, I had a judges award. That was probably my top effort, and that was for a drone shot out at Twilight Bay, which pretty stoked about that. And today I got top 10 finish out of about 4,000 or 5,000 entries, which is just insane. I'm pretty sure they go down, it just goes down from top to bottom, but I ended up 8th out of about 5,000 photos, and not just crappy photos. These are like just bloody ridiculous photos. It's photo on the thumbnail. Now, this photo is actually, you can go straight to the merch store. Nice little segue, a little Linus Tech Tip segue there. And you can actually buy that as a frame print. So that's available there, ready to go for you. So if you love that photo on the front, and I'm pretty proud about it, definitely go get that one and order it. That'll help out me and continue to bring this sort of stuff to you. So hope you enjoy it. Now that's Elephant Rocks. If you go watch the Elephant Rocks video, I went out to do Astro and I ended up doing the sunrise, and I had the whole place to myself for about 3 hours. It was just ridiculous. Bucket list location. Never would you hear of it that you'd get it to yourself with just amazing, amazing sunrise and clouds and everything you could want. So it was just luck of the draw for me, and I'm very fortunate to be able to have that chance and to get a photo like that. So if you haven't seen that, I'll put a one of those links up here, this side or that side? Yeah, that side. I think it is, up in that corner. I'll put a link to that video up there so you can go check it out. Very cool. So yeah, thank you to everyone that voted on Viewbug. If you're over watching from us, or if you're over from the podcast and you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, yeah, it's go check out our videos or go to the website. You can see all the photos. You can see all it's about. Or if you're over from Viewbug, go check out my profile on Viewbug. You can see all my photos there. And yeah, thanks to those that voted. Very, very cool. Make sure you don't get anything, no money out of it, but I guess it just makes you feel that like those early hours, those late nights, gear, shuffling gear, buying, selling gear, so you can go up a level and trying to save up your pennies and as much as I can to do these things is it makes it all worthwhile, because you sort of get that. That's what it's all about, you know, sharing it. And I've got a photo there that makes everyone feel nice about themselves, or makes them want to go and visit that place and put some money in that economy. That's fantastic, and yeah, that's what photography is all about. So very, very cool. Now, Adobe. I use Adobe, not sponsored or anything, but they've had a big, big deal today. $1.2 billion has gone through. They've gone into their kitty and gone, we're going to buy that sucker, and $1.2 billion they've paid for Frame.io. Now, Frame.io is basically a cloud sharing platform, I guess you could do it. Adobe had something similar, but wasn't really effective. The boys over at Ingaf, I found out about this, so thanks to those boys. Big shout out to them. Now, having a bit more of a further read and going into Adobe, because I'm a member, I thought I could see if I could get in there and what it was really all about. It's basically, I guess it's for creatives or even for business people. If you need to share a project that involves visuals, emailing photos is a pain in the butt. I have to transfer stuff when I've got to send photos to people. Anything over like 10 meg, which is just ridiculous in this day and age, like 10 megabytes, like that's a joke. I have on now with the new enhanced feature in Lightroom, I can easily have, I think I did one panorama the other day, it was 4 gig just for one photo. And like, so it's crazy to think that you get limited by email to just 10 megs or even less on some of them. So some you can go to 20, but like even 20 megs, like that's just crazy. You definitely need more, be able to share your photos in some way. Now you can do it by WeTransfer, or there's some other ones like that. But in Adobe, there was a feature, and there's now even better feature because they're in Frame.io. So if you're doing a multiple project, where, especially now in COVID, people locked down, if you need to share your projects between people and you don't want to have to email them or send a link, then they're going to download the link to get to that, you can use this platform, and it's going to make a big difference to Adobe because it takes all their creative suite and then it shares that with this fantastically working Frame.io, which is really, really popular, and everyone's using it at the moment that's in business, and putting them together and allowing people to share their stuff and work on their gear all at the same time and not have to download or link it or whatever, all the pain in the ass stuff. It really smooths the flow out and makes it a lot easier to work away from other people in your team. So pretty cool. So I think I sent a message to the boys at Ingaf on there. So that means I could hire an editor, say a Mark Holtz or the Ingaf boys, to edit one of my videos, because I'm bloody hopeless at editing and it takes up so much time. And I know there's people that are better than me. I could if I had a really big video that I really wanted to pump out, I could maybe send it to them. And it might be something I could talk to the boys about, a project about me getting all the info and all the stuff, and me send it to them and see how they come up with an edit and see what they get back to me. Is that something I can then do to negate the stress and all the long hours of having to edit stuff? Then I don't have to buy all that stuff. I can just get one thing to pay for. So that would be pretty cool. So it's a pretty big deal. The more I read about it, I sort of think actually 1.2 billion, if you look at how big Adobe is, that's probably not a real lot of cash. and what it could do for them and for the companies that use it, and businesses and small businesses like myself. It does have a lot of opportunities there, especially guys like Ingaf. They're a creative business and they do make videos and stuff like that. They could, in essence, hire a whole editing team and they could edit other videos for other people, for creative people that aren't good at editing like myself, and that could be a bigger business flow for them. So pretty cool, I thought, and I think it's actually, when you look a little bit more, is a smart play by them. So very cool. A lot of cash though, 1.2 billion US dollars. Ooh, that'd be nice. That'd be a good tax lotto win. Now, a good friend of the channel, a lady I watched from when I first started, Zdenka the Ruler. I think I've got that right. Lovely lady. She was really big on the M50s when it came out. I got a lot of information about about the M50 when I started out, and I think it sort of got me to where I am today a fair bit. So she's found some pictures of the soon to be released, and I think very soon, DJI OM5 gimbal. Now I've got the OM4. It's a fantastic little gimbal. It's got the magnetic clip base, clip your phone in, mag straight on. You can take it off, put it in your pocket. It's really simple to use. You would have seen some of my panoramas where I've got multi people, myself in the shot 3 times. You can do those sort of tricky stuff as well, but it's really quite handy when I'm out vlogging and doing stuff when I'm hiking. Only issue with it is weather. Now, I do a lot of stuff in the rain, so I've got to use my SwitchPod Pro, which I've got here, that I'm using on now, but and the only other second issue with it is because it's so small and compact, which is fantastic, that's handy, but you're very close. So you need to go wide angle in your phone screen, and that affects your sound on the iPhone 12 and other issues. So there's got a few little things in there. Well, the new one's coming out and it looks pretty much very similar, except one big thing, it's got a selfie stick. So the actual handle extends right out, probably like a generic selfie stick does, probably about 10 inches, I guess. And you can hold it out and you're gonna be able to get that nice, good framing of yourself when you're doing the vlogging. So if that's the only thing that they've done, I think it's gonna sell really well. They just dropped the price of the OM4 on DJI. I did notice the other day when they talked about it. So it's obviously coming very shortly. Fingers crossed they've done something to weather seal that unit as much as possible, because if they could get even like a water resistant one, a water resistant rating of some, like a basic IP rating on it, that would make it so much better, because then I only have to take one gimbal with me instead of having to always carry the SwitchPod. Just in case it starts raining, I've got to swap over. So it would make it a lot better if I could do that. So won't be long. I don't think we're far away. I'm assuming it's going to still be around the $150 to $160 mark US, and about 200 bucks Australian. So that's a good price. The OM4 is, as I said, I've got it, I use it, and it's really, really good. It's only got, the major issue was it's just when it starts raining, I've got to swap over. So anyway, so the good news for that, and a bit of fun. We're getting into, it's nearly September, 1 day to go, and then we hit September, which is Techtember. We're going to have Techtember, Techtober, Tovember. I guess this year we've got 3 months of just craziness coming up. Sales going to be earlier. Everyone's talking about sales coming out earlier, which means winter's coming earlier for you guys in the Northern Hemisphere. So you're going to need some merch. Get yourself a 34 meter hoodie. Check that out. Cool bananas. I will see you all again tomorrow for Wednesday. It can be last COVID test, and then I am 2 days to go after that. So it won't be long at all. Rightio, we'll be coming this way, that way. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.